What a life in Arondizuogu. Here is a report from on-ground investigation of security situations and challenges in Arondizuogu, Idato North Local Government, Imo State. This report was gathered between 6th to 7th April 2024 by Family Writers Press International and compiled to rightly inform Biafrans and the general public of the worrisome security situation that has held Arondizuogu hostage. Sequel to the persistent insecurity ravaging various parts of Southeast, especially Imo State, Arondizuogu has lived with horror of death, kidnaps, molestations, rapes, robbery, and terrorism. Accordingly, Family Writers Press International embarked on an on-ground investigative work to obtain accurate, first-hand and primary information regarding repeated news of terrible security situations and challenges in Arondizuogu.
This is Family Writers Press reporting. I'm live here at Iheme Arondizuogu. You can see this is the area. I am here to report the security situation in this area. This is Arondizuogu, Iheme Memorial Secondary School. This is the major road linking into Arondizuogu. So join me as I embark in this journey.
From first-hand information we obtained from interviews, questionnaires and details gathered by our correspondents from the Arondizuogu residents, there is this group of fully armed men and women called Autopilot Biafra Liberation Army, aka Umoma, who have severally boasted to be working for the Finland-based Statmenet Ekpa. They started terrorizing the good people of Arondizuogu from early December 2023 till date. The Family Writers Press correspondents interviewed several notable persons in the community who prefers to remain anonymous, but all testified that the hoodlums have a camp in a strategic forest that shares borders with Arondizuogu community in Idato North Local Government, Ako community in Okigwe Local Government, and Onimo Local Government, all in Imo State. And from that camp, they launched terrors on Arondizuogu communities, parts of Okigwe and Onimo communities.
This is the level of destruction Gentle has done to the land of Arondizuogu. This is somebody's house that was knocked down and set ablaze. The whole place was set ablaze by Gentle and his men. It should be on note.
As we were reliably informed by a victim who also prefers to be anonymous for security reasons, the chief hoodlum is named Gentle. Gentle and other of his hardened criminal commanders of Autopilot Biafran Army units named Butuzo, Uzuma, and Tempo have been terrorizing Arondizuogu with their groups and have sacked the residents and indigenes of over 4 communities in Arondizuogu. These communities terrorized, sacked, and controlled in Arondizuogu by this Autopilot Biafran Army includes Imoko, Obiletiti, Ohiauchu, Ekpa Okere. According to our investigation, these boys of Simon Ekpa engage in crimes such as murder and kidnapping for ransom, car and motorcycle snatching, arson and vandalism, raping of girls indiscriminately, armed robbery and stealing, enforcement of compulsory sit-at-home order, destruction of properties and burning of worship centers, engaging in armed duels with recently formed Arondizuogu vigilante group, forceful intimidation, assaults on residents of Arondizuogu, forceful withdrawal of funds, transfer of kidnapped victims' money into their own accounts. We also received the reports that these very criminals have certain girls they work with who are more like captives to them. They order them to submit their account details and they seize their ATMs and PIN numbers and they make payments from their different victims into the accounts of these girls, and make withdrawal, or at some instances order the girls to go and make withdrawal and bring the money to them. At some other times, they transfer the money to POS agents in Arondizuogu, which we also identified but will remain anonymous for security reasons. These hoodlums also disrupts community activities like festivals, burial ceremonies, and markets. They threatened Arondizuogu community to pay them a whooping sum of 200 million naira, or they bring down and burn everything and everyone that is in the community. They have planted explosives in churches, marketplaces, residential homes, and occasion venues. They have destroyed vehicles of people they kidnapped and selling the parts as scraps. Some of the victims of the above listed crimes, to mention but a few, are: number 1, the traditional ruler of Arondizuogu, HRH, is a Kosman Ndubisi Kalu, whose residential home was completely burnt down by these criminals. His cars were set ablaze, his home was fully vandalized and ransacked, and important documents and materials were stolen and are missing till date. Another victim is a 19-year-old girl. This girl in question is not indigenous to Arondizuogu. She came from another different state and she's serving someone in the community. This girl confessed to have been beaten, forcefully dragged and raped. Her ATM cards and pins seized. Presently, she's continually living in fear because one of these criminals simply calls her on phone anytime he wishes, instructs her to come to a destination near their criminal camp or stand being killed. And unfortunately, and very painfully, at each and every time this call came, this girl usually have no option but goes and gets raped to the satisfaction of these criminals. Then after the rape, she's usually ordered to run away without looking back. This girl has remained in this torment and cannot even remember how many times she has been through it. Another person is a woman who is an indigene of Obinetiti village. Her ATM card as well and pins were seized and money in her account were withdrawn. She was beaten and pushed out of the bush. Luckily to her, she was not killed like many others. Another is a son that belonged to Ekpa, who came back from overseas. He was kidnapped. A ransom of over 2 million naira was taken, and yet he was later killed. And the source informs us that this very person was particularly killed by Gentle. The youths of Arondizuogu in general are under constant threats and forceful intimidation to join this criminal group, and those who dares to let out the private threats given to them to the newly formed community vigilante or to the general public are usually hunted down and killed. Also, there is this church owned by one Maria in Obinetiti village that was set ablaze. Report tells us that over 20 indigenous residential houses have been burnt in Arondizuogu. Over 50 cars have been destroyed and scrapped. Large number of victims who are members of various families in Arondizuogu have disappeared. Some are known to have been killed and many are still missing to date. Over 30 shops with millions of naira worth of goods have been destroyed in Arondizuogu. However, as at the time of filing this report, the community leaders have formed a vigilante group in conjunction with the Nigerian army stationed in the community to jointly resist these bandits terrorizing Arondizuogu. Our investigations revealed that a joint task force comprising the army with the local vigilante group had on January 28, 2024, engaged in a gun duel with these autopilot hoodlums in the outskirts of Imoko and Obinetiti villages. According to report, 3 of the hoodlums at that instance were reportedly killed during the confrontation, while others fled with several injuries. And as a result of that confrontation, 2 members of the autopilot Biafra Liberation Army was captured and are currently locked up in a cell. Our correspondent gained access to interview one of these captured autopilot Biafra Liberation Army criminals, and the criminal confessed to the crimes they committed and also noted that he was forcefully initiated by Gento, who seconds Simon Ekpa in the order of control of the criminal gang. The detained criminal reviewed how they get information from their sponsors and intel on who to attack and where to terrorize. There are also other vital information obtained from the detained member of the autopilot Biafra Liberation Army hoodlum, but we cannot make it public also in this report. In a one-on-one session with some of the community vigilante leaders, we obtained that due to these incident criminal activities of these gangs, Arondizuogu community leaders and elders decided to form a vigilante outfit charged with the responsibility of protecting the community residents from the terror activities of the Ekpa autopilot Biafra Liberation Army. We were informed that the vigilante groups comprises of youths from various Arondizuogu communities, especially from communities sacked and controlled by this autopilot Liberation Army. In conclusion, we must state that there are so much more to the above which we could have further unraveled, but we encounter declines from most people of Arondizuogu who still live in fear of being exposed to danger. While people in Arondizuogu did not only fear to allow us take a video interview of them, some said their voice could be traced and they will be tracked down and killed. So they declined granting interviews to our correspondent who went round the community during the course of this investigation. Gentle and his criminal boys are still said to be in forest areas and villages which they have seized and are controlling. What a life in Arondizuogu. This report is coming to you from Family Writers Press International.